Hi everyone, it's Erin from the Provincial Farmhouse. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to be making some French country ornaments. We're going to be using IOD's Birdsong, Laurel, Lock and Key and Fleur de Lis molds. I'm also going to be using Jovi air dry clay. You can find a full product list in the description of this video and all your crafting needs on our website theprovincialfarmhouse.com.au. Let's get started. I got these clear ornaments on sale from a craft store last year and we are using them today. First of all, I'm going to cast the smallest bird from the Birdsong mold. I'm using cornstarch in my molds and I'm pressing the clay in and using the micro rim to get a great edge. I'm gluing it on with a strong wood glue. I'm then going to be taking an element from the Lock and Key mold and also gluing that on with the wood glue. So each time I'm repeating those steps, and I'm also grabbing the crown from the Laurel mold, just the smaller one this time as the larger one wouldn't fit. And then I'm also going to grab the smaller bee from the Laurel mold as well. Next, I'm casting the smaller Fleur de Lis design from the Fleur de Lis mold. I decided to take another element from the Lock and Key mold and add it to one of my ornaments. Once the castings have had a little bit of time to set, I'm using Dixie Belle's drop cloth chalk mineral paint and a synthetic brush to dab and stipple on my paint. I am adding my paint in this way as it helps to get into the details of the molds, but it also gives a nice eggshell finish. Now you might be able to see in the corner there, I'm actually using a mug tree to hang my ornaments off so that they can dry without touching anything. It's a very, very handy thing to have. I did use it in one of my other ornament videos and I'll show you a better view of it shortly. So keep in mind that if you want to make your own ornaments this year, that you don't have to use the same molds that I did. This is just an example of how you can use non-Christmas molds to create Christmas ornaments. So here's a better look at the cup stand or mug tree, whatever you want to call it. I got this for free actually and decided that it was the perfect option for when I'm doing ornaments. So keep that in mind if you're going to give it a try. Next, I'm trying something that I've never done before. I'm using some foil flakes or gold leafing and I'm going to add them to my ornament. So first of all, I'm using Dixie Belle's gloss clear coat and then I'm using a small artist brush to press down the gold leaf, and wherever it's not sticking very well, I'm adding a bit more of the gloss clear coat. And as you can see, it's very flaky and sometimes there was a few layers and I had to sort of separate them as best I could. So I'm just placing it randomly on the ornament and into the details on the molds, and I'm pressing down on the molds to make sure that the details are still going to be visible underneath the gold flakes. So this was a little bit fiddly, definitely a learning experience, but it's definitely all going to come together. So just bear with me. So I've sped up the footage here. It is a bit time consuming. You can see that I'm just repeating the steps. I'm doing a coat of the gloss clear coat and then I am adding the gold flakes, and I'm just working my way around the ornaments and adding them randomly. If you're going to give this a try, remember you can add as much or as little of the gold flakes as you like. I'm doing quite a little bit because we are going to be coming in and layering some paint over the top of it. So again, this is going to be to your liking. To start off with, you could see that I just had the gold flakes on my little cardboard mat there, but that got quite messy. So I found that putting it in a little plastic container really helped to sort of contain all of those little flakes, because I did find that the slightest little bit of wind just sent it flying. Once my gold was all stuck down and my gloss clear coat was dry, I'm coming in with Dixie Belle's drop cloth again. I've just got a little bit of paint on my brush and I am dabbing and stippling it on over the top of the gold. I am just trying to have it look like it has sort of worn away and it's all aged and there's just the gold peeking through. I want it to be quite a subtle effect. Again, if you're going to try this yourself, it really is up to you how much of that gold that you hide with the paint. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of paint on the silver attachments up the top of the ornaments. Once my paint has had time to dry, I am sealing each of the ornaments with gloss clear coat. To add to the old world effect, we're going to use Dixie Belle's Grunge Glaze all over our ornaments. I'm working it into the details of the castings that I've added, and then I'm using a paper towel and a wet wipe to wipe it back in other areas. I don't want it to be too heavy, but I do want it again to give that aged appearance. And remember that it may look blue, but it does dry a nice light sort of a brown color. So I'm working it into the details of each of the molds, and it's really going to highlight and give it that beautiful old world look. So remember, we did add that gloss clear coat first, and that's going to give me the freedom to wipe back the glaze where I like and to have a lot more control over how dark the ornaments get. If the aged look isn't for you, you can just leave out this step. Next, I'm going to add some hessian ribbon to my ornaments so that we can hang them from the tree. I had this lovely thicker hessian ribbon that I got from Costco, but it was a bit too thick. So I've cut it to the length that I want, and then I'm cutting it down the center. So we've actually got two ties there. I've folded it in half so that it will fit through the little ring there, and then I'm going to knot it at the top. And then I decided that it was a little bit tidier to trim off the excess up the top. Now, you don't have to use the same as me. I think that some lovely ribbon or some lace would look lovely too. It really is up to you what you decide to add. And here are our finished French country ornaments. I'm very happy with how these turned out. I've never used gold leafing before and it was a lot of fun to do. Let me know what you think of this project in the comments. If you like it, I would love it if you could hit that like button. If you liked today's video, make sure you head over and check out my IOD Christmas playlist. I have lots of festive craft ideas for you to try out. And if you're not already, I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. You can find all of the products used today on our website, theprovincialfarmhouse.com.au. Thanks for watching.